You are now listening to the Q&E Podcast.
Is this what you want? Huh? Is this what you want? Well, come and get it, goddammit!
Hello, everybody. You're listening to the Q&E Podcast. Here with your boy Q Hicks. Right now, I got Edgar on the other line. Edgar, tell the people what's good.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to a new episode of the Q&E Podcast. Got two of our brothers here this evening. We got Easy, and we got my bro DQ right here. So say what's up, y'all.
Sir, what's good?
Gang. I'm playing what it is. Your boy, Let's Ease.
Yeah, get y'all
That
social
man
media.
already fooling, man.
I'll go
Man
deep.
already fooling.
Just hit me out, add me quickly. Yes,
Okay,
sir.
on go DQ. Ease, what's your social media?
Oh, yes. Let's Ease. SAYLESSEZ, baby.
Yeah. All right, man. So let's get into these topics, man, with these guests. First one, biggest news of the week was the college football news. We talked about it last week, Edgar, that the players need to take a stand. And on Monday night, I think that's when they came out with the hashtag We Want to Play statements and with the infographics and things like that, man. So they finally took a stand. And the day after that, that's when all these conferences were having meetings saying, okay, we got to actually hammer down this issue if we're actually going to play this season. And two conferences, the Big Ten and the Pac-12, have decided to postpone or cancel this season until the spring. They're going to reevaluate in the spring. Edgar, let's get your first opinions on your reaction from it.
My first reaction was the same way how you felt. Like, it finally took for conferences to start getting eliminated for the domino effect, like how you said, to really get set in my brain. So I'll give you that. You definitely called that first. I thought if a couple of the big conferences didn't get played with, then they'll probably have a chance. But since the Big Ten and the Pac-12 are now reevaluating or just trying to cancel in general, I feel like it's definitely going to be a domino effect at this point. I like the fact that the players have come together and tried to come up with a "we want to play" tag. And I personally see a players organization or a players association, I should say, like how the NBA and the NFL has. I see that in the future coming for college football, college sports in general. So I like the fact that they're doing that. But other than that, I really don't see a football season coming for college football because now that the Big Ten is out, all you got really is the ACC and the SEC. And if one of those go out, nobody going to watch football in general. So
Yeah, that's facts. All right, Ease, let me hear what you got to say.
It took them too long to make. It took them way too long to actually think of an idea to do something with this. Like, y'all waited till players started talking. There's no way. The NCAA, one of the highest, they make the most money in the USA, sports-wise. It took y'all this long to come up with something. All this money.
Yeah. And this is something that I was listening to the Pat McAfee show, and he was interviewing somebody. And one interesting thing he said was that college football isn't really scared of the COVID. They're more scared of the players unionizing together than they're actually scared of the COVID. That's when they actually started to make the decision. The COVID, they're not worried about the COVID. If the players would have said nothing, they would have kept going on with this season like nothing was going on. But since the players took a stand, that's why we're hearing everything. That's why we're hearing the postponings and everything like that. So they're scared of people unionizing more than they're scared of the COVID. So, DQ, let me hear your first reaction to the news.
The first reaction to the news, I feel it's really going to hurt the players if they cancel the season, like especially those players that needs that year to get to that next level. And then I feel even really bad for the players in JUCO. Like, they don't have the funding as the big D1s. They got little funding. So where's the season going to happen? They need these seasons to get to that next level.
I ain't even
because
think
they
about
don't
that.
have that many years left the eligibility. So I just bad for the players in general.
Well, they can't give them the year to play again, so they can just go to school.
like that.
That's another year of your age, too, though. But that's another year of age on your body, though. Like, man, I was 20, now I'm 21. I'm supposed to be in D1, and I'm still in JUCO and shit.
Yeah, but it's a year you're not playing, though.
But you wasting time.
That's-
Saying you wasting your time.
Yeah, y'all saying it's wasting time, but sometimes it might be good because, some people ain't fundamentally developed for that next level.
It might
So
be
now they
good.
got practices,
What if
get their
somebody-
weight up, get
when they-
stronger.
But like, what if somebody who in their second year of JUCO and let's say, boom, the season get canceled, they get hurt?
Mhm.
Like, what does that happen? Or incoming freshmen, they get hurt. Boom, they fall it because they hurt. And what if they get
That's the time to rehab. You have time to rehab and
Yeah,
adjust
they
your
do have
body.
time to rehab now, too.
But
so
it's depending on the injury too at that.
If you tear your ACL tear as long as it ever takes for ACL tear to reheal itself, it's real deal 5 months. After them 5 months, that's you back. You're finishing with spring and you're back to the summer. That whole summer and spring, you're literally just working your body. You're tightening up that muscle around that injury to get it stronger. So your body should definitely be able for that next season.
Yeah. But let me ask y'all this though. So, like Edgar said already, the ACC, the Big 12, and the SEC haven't postponed their season yet. Do you think a season will just continue just with those 3 conferences? They're big enough, and most of the playoff teams come from those ACC and SEC. So, do you think something will still continue just with those 3 conferences alone?
No.
No.
No, I don't.
Why not? Why you don't see any reason? I can see it now because the schools still want to make money.
Well, you saying if all 3 of them stay, or if just like
because they're the 3 biggest conferences.
Oh, well, yeah, all 3 of them stay.
I ain't gonna
That's
lie.
what I'm saying. Like you don't have the Big Ten and you don't have the Pac-12, but you still have 3 of the 4 biggest conferences. So will it still continue if it's just those 3 conferences?
If it's just those 3, I think so. Yeah.
You think it will still continue?
Only seeing like one team coming out of the ACC, but the Big 12 and the SEC, I see a lot of teams coming out of those 2 conferences.
I was just telling him, like, out of the ACC, other than Clemson, who are you worried about? Out of the ACC, that's it.
Yeah.
Like, So if you lose the ACC, you can still low-key do something with the SEC and the Big 12. So
Yeah.
There's only Clemson over there.
Just move Clemson to the SEC.
And that's what I was hearing. That everybody, they're going to make like a big conference, a big type, super conference type of thing.
If they do that,
tournament type style.
If they do that, that is going to be the first time in this college football playoff era that we've been in the past few years. This is going to be the first time where teams will have 2 to 3 losses making the playoffs.
Most definitely, because you're playing your hardest opponents.
But Clemson.
Tell East that if they get moved to the SEC or if they get put in a bubble where everybody plays each other, East think that Clemson only going to lose like maybe 1 game. I'm like, no. Everybody gonna have about 2 L's.
Wait.
Are we talking about this season? Are we talking about this season? If the
like this season, if all teams had to play each other due to the lack of teams, I don't see Clemson only.
I agree. Clemson only gonna lose one game. Probably.
Thank you, Quint.
Because you gotta think the SEC not stacked no more, bro. No, nobody in the SEC really stacked.
LSU lost everybody.
You're not worried about Alabama this year, bro. Who is their quarterback?
He still got Georgia.
We got Matt Jones now. Put some respect on the board.
Mac Jones? We worried about Mac Jones? You're not worried about Mac Jones. LSU lost everybody.
You can't
Who's their quarterback? They lost
quarterbacks out there when you talk about Alabama, because Alabama, like, when was the last time y'all really had a notable quarterback?
I got one. Name one starting NFL Alabama quarterback.
You said name starter who? What you said? Name me.
A starting quarterback from Alabama. Name one. In the past 5 years. In the past 5 years alone.
I mean, Jalen Hurts gonna be one.
I mean, not coming up. I'm talking about in the past.
In the past.
You can't.
Other than Jalen Hurts.
But it's a different college football style. And y'all talent. And this is the thing too. I want to get this point on. Back in 08, 09, when y'all had Julio and hella talent around those quarterbacks, had a talent. It was a talent difference, bro. Y'all had way more talent than the other teams. Now it's more of a level playing field, and that quarterback position matters. That's why y'all had to get a Tua back to be y'all quarterback to make a difference. Because if y'all would have kept Hurts back there, it's 2 level of a playing field with just an average or a above average quarterback. You needed somebody spectacular to be your quarterback to make a difference.
Hey, did he just say Jalen Hurts was an average quarterback?
I mean, yes.
Compared to
Alabama, was he not average? That's why he got benched.
Definitely average at Alabama.
He got benched.
That's why he got benched.
He got benched.
He would say average.
He got benched because he messed up in them 2 quarters. Everybody know once.
Bro, he wasn't moving the chains like that. He wasn't throwing the ball deep.
Once they figured out his game plan on how he used his legs, he was easy to read at that point.
Exactly.
To read at that point.
Exactly, bro. Once you found out his legs, he couldn't throw. During those Alabama games, he could not throw, bro. That's why he was heated.
That year they
no
lost.
Targets.
That year they lost to Deshaun. That was the worst defense they ever played because they was
lost to Deshaun. What year was that?
I think it was
2018.
No.
Is that when y'all had Reuben Foster? Y'all had Reuben Foster that year?
No, yeah. That's when we had.
Y'all did have Reuben Foster that year.
Man.
Y'all did, bro. Y'all had a defense. Y'all had Deron Payne. Y'all still had about 5 first rounders on that defense now.
I'm not hearing that, Quez. Clemson offense is just better. That's all it was.
Exactly.
Clemson had a better offense for that defense.
I remember what you're talking about.
That defense was getting killed. That defense was getting
You talking
killed.
about Sammy?
You know why?
Sammy Withrow.
Withrow. He had dreads, right?
Y'all know why?
What you got to say? What you got to say?
Oh, you talking
Because
about
Clemson had that offense for him.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
Clemson had so many offensive threats that Alabama couldn't point out just one person to guard that whole game. Alabama defense shut down your best receiver and running back. That's it. If you have more than one best receiver on your team, you got a chance to beat Alabama. Everybody knows that.
I think the talent just leveled out. That's why Alabama isn't as dominant as they were back in the early 2010s. The talent has leveled out.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
The talent is going to Georgia. The talent is going to Florida.
It's still Bama,
it's just not
though.
going to Alabama like
As long as Nick Saban there, I'm keeping Bama in tier 1 when it comes to playoff team.
Oh no, with Mac Jones?
Hey, it's the Saban system. I trust the Saban system the same way I trust the Belichick system. I trust both of those systems the same way.
But this the thing. But this the
like
thing,
Clemson.
bro. You got Clemson. I'm rocking with Ease. What Ease saying? And another thing that I don't think you're taking into account is the consistency factor. The fact that team has been together for damn near 3 years now. You got the same running back. You got the same wide receivers from last year. You got the same
quarterback.
elite. You're not losing. Who are you losing to? And
The only thing Clemson lose is a D line and a couple safeties and a cornerback.
Exactly. I can only see them losing to Florida.
But the
That's
crazy part
probably
is, so every time they lose somebody, they sign a better
They got a 5-star.
and they sign somebody way better than the first person that was there.
Well, they
got that. What you mean? I ain't gonna lie. Clemson got that DN, that huge white dude. I don't even know his name. He's huge. They got him playing the 3-tech. They got him playing the 3-tech.
Yeah. Yeah, Clemson will only lose one game. If they had a super conference, Clemson will only lose one game, bro. And I would say that.
Think about it. If you gotta play, think about it. They gotta play somebody more than once.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. That's why I definitely don't see them only losing one game. If you got to play somebody,
I do, because Clemson. Crazy part about Clemson offense, they can change it up anytime at any moment.
I'm not denying that.
You can run any type of offense with Clemson offense. That's how scary it is.
With the way upsets work, bro, I don't see them only losing one game. Especially if you got to play a team twice, I definitely don't see that.
But Edgar, we already talked about this before, bro, about who's in the SEC, who you worried about. That's why we got Florida being the favorites. Because who are you worried about in the SEC?
We got Florida. I still trust Bama. Like I said,
know.
Auburn shoot themselves in the foot all the time, but Auburn always has potential. And then Georgia's overrated, but they still find a way to fight their way into stuff too. You can't sleep on Georgia and Auburn. You can't.
Georgia's not overrated.
Stuff up. You can't.
Georgia's not overrated.
Georgia doesn't have a quarterback, and that's what I'm worried about with Georgia.
Okay, that's the only reason I'll probably look over Georgia quarterback-wise.
They lost to Boston College.
Who lost to Boston College?
Georgia. At home.
When was this?
This year.
This year. This year.
Yeah.
They lost to Boston College.
Yeah.
I do not remember that game.
Boston College.
I remember that game, bro.
Happened.
They lost to Boston College.
Yes, I said.
I don't remember that. But let me ask y'all this question too, though. So if you're a big time talent, bro, so if you're a Trevor Lawrence or if you're Justin Fields or whoever, bro, and you know your position in the NFL draft is solidified, do you even come back and play during these times, or if you already got your season postponed, or if you're still eligible to play, do you train for the NFL draft, or do you come back and actually play for your team? Edgar, let me hear you. What you got to say first?
It depends, honestly. I feel like if it's my last year and I'm Trevor Lawrence or somebody like that, I've always been the type of person, I feel like if you can come back and play your last year, go ahead and do it. But if you have the opportunity, football-wise, I've never seen a situation like this football-wise. We know basketball-wise, dudes usually sit out and wait. But we've never really seen this with football unless it's like the Senior Bowl or something like that. But bowl games, but that's just one game. But we're talking about multiple games, possibly a whole season. We've never seen that with college football. So I don't know if I would advise any players to do that, whether you're a Trevor Lawrence or you're the last person on the roster. I don't know. I feel like that's a situation where it really depends on your draft stock and your draft value.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying if you're top tier, so if you Jamar Chase, if you Justin Fields, top tier, top 5 solidified prospects, do you come back to school? Ease.
I don't know. I'm just
negative. Out of there.
I'm out of there too, dog. I'm not risking injury, and I'm not risking this coronavirus.
Yeah, it's too much. And plus, it's too much on the line to be risking to sit out a year. You never know what might happen. You can get hurt anywhere. You can get hurt going grocery shopping. Well, go ahead and get that check. Stop playing.
Yeah. And we've already seen a couple of players take that route too.
You can always go back to school.
I really ain't mad at that, but at the same time, it's like I don't know, because what if you want to improve the footage that you have? Like, you got good footage leading up to now, but what if you feel like, I don't know, I don't feel like
if you know you're
gonna
be a first rounder, what is there more to prove?
Exactly.
I don't know.
You already got the eye coaches looking at you. You got the eye GMs that want you. There's nothing else to prove. Only time you can prove yourself is in the NFL. You proved yourself in college. Everybody knew who you was in college. Now it's time to prove yourself in the next stage.
All right, DQ, let me get you in on here.
I feel like I can understand how your personal situation is with your family if you leave early. I understand that. Everyone has a different people around them. I understand that. But as a football player, you got to play. You got to play. Ain't no doubt about it. Especially if you done been there a couple years, you got to play with your family, the boys you came in with. That's family. You can't.
But you got to think about your family on the outside too. Your family.
I can understand that
You got to think about them pockets.
If that situation you really need it, I understand it. But if you don't really need it in that situation, you got to play. Ain't no doubt about it. Play.
So if you Trevor Lawrence, you coming back?
I'm playing.
I'll probably play.
I'm playing.
That's what I'm saying. Even if I don't draft top high,
First of all,
I'll probably
What
play.
if you already won? What if you already won?
We lost in the playoffs, so I'm coming for revenge. I'm coming.
But if you're Trevor Lawrence, you already got a ship.
Thank you.
I want another one. I want another one.
No.
I'll get that shit. I'm securing the bag.
I want another one.
If I already won a conference for y'all, there's nothing else y'all need from me.
I want more.
You know what your job is? You know what your job is as a college athlete is? To make more people commit to your school.
Which is true.
So if I'm a quarterback, if I'm a dog quarterback and I won y'all a conference and y'all signing more than 25-star athletes a year, big dog, I'm out of there. I did my job.
I see a ripple effect coming after this, because what if from this pandemic we get to a situation where players get to decide if they want to come back for their final season or not? What if when things get back to normal, whatever normal is going to be after all this, and players start doing it just to do it? Like, we ain't got no pandemic going on, but I don't want to play my last season. Like, we're going to start seeing that a lot more. And I don't know if that's going to be such a good thing. I know for the NCAA ain't going to want that. They're going to want players to stay as long as they can, because we know how the NCAA is.
The NCAA. We don't give a fuck about them.
I know, but I'm just saying, you got to think about it from a business standpoint on all sides. You got to look at it on all sides and see who all affected, who all is going to contribute to this. Because I can definitely see multiple star players in the future be like, well, dang, this person didn't play their last season, and they saved themselves and they got lucky enough to still get drafted high and everything. Maybe I want to do the same thing. But what if you try to do the same thing and they end up telling you last minute, hey, we need more film on this guy? I mean, I know we seen what he's done already, but what if they need that last year?
We're talking about two different players, because E said it earlier, bro. If you're already a first-round solidified pick, bro, you don't need more film. Your first 2 years, you already got enough film, bro, that they can go off of. So if you can train and get it done and go to the NFL, do that.
That'll
become a trend already.
That'll same way we got the one and done with college basketball. We might start having the two and done with college football.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that to me.
I don't know, bro.
Oh, Jadeveon Clowney should have did the same thing. Jadeveon Clowney should have did the same thing to me.
If you got a two and done college athlete at a D1 school, that's where you go to your JUCOs and you go recruit JUCO players. Because JUCO players already played a year.
What if you do two and done and you get to the league and you don't meet the potential of what people thought you would have made? Then that's going to put a look on the other kids who want to try and do two and done. It's going to be like, damn, well, we had this one. He was the number one pick. He did two and done, was the number one pick, and we thought he was going to change this NFL franchise, and you flopped. Then that two and done thing going to look real suspect.
But it takes more than one.
Yeah,
you know what you do to that? You charge it to the game, bit dog. Everybody ain't built the same. Everything different.
DQ, what you got?
You can be one and done. Basketball, you can be one and done. It's basketball. You don't really need to train like that for basketball, but you can be one and done for basketball. But
speak up a little more.
Football, you got to at least have a couple years in football. You just can't be one and done in football.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, you got to.
No, but this is what I'm saying though. When you say 2 and done, I'm projecting this because they're not going to change the rule. You still need 3 years out of college. So what I'm saying is you do 2 years, get your film in college. If you first round solidify, you sit out that year and you train that last year. Don't even risk it. Don't even play on the field. Then you go to the league. I'm not saying 2 years, then go to the league. I'm saying 2 years train, then go to the league because it's still 3 years out of college.
I just don't see it being out of the rule.
And then some coaches don't even be mad. Some coaches be happy for you.
Yeah.
True.
Because the back of their head, they talking about, okay, you want to sit out. If you're going to sit out, if I'm a coach and you want to sit out, I'm going to still have you at the practice facilities because I want you to train my next quarterback to be that man. I want you to train the next person behind you to be that dog, to be the same person you was when you first got here. I need you to train him. You almost a coach now because you want to sit out. And I'm going to encourage you, you feel me? Yeah, it is. It's true. You almost a coach now.
Yeah,
you was a position coach, and we need you to make that man just how you was. Teach him the strings. Show him what we didn't. Show him what coaches didn't. Show him what you saw other than what coaches taught you to get him ready for college.
A better hands-on coach.
Literally.
That can really show you the moves. What the player supposed to be.
I ain't think about it that way. I still disagree, but I like that point though. That's a good ass point. That's a good point.
Yeah. That's facts. That's facts. So, do y'all think it's a season? For NFL, MLB, college football, is there still a season?
Yes.
Yeah.
For what? What sport?
All of them.
All of them still a season. They'll last.
MLB going to always be a season no matter what.
Yeah.
MLB can be year-round. That's the crazy part. They can shut it down now, and they'll still come back literally by the end of fall. But everybody knew that.
Game, they 6 feet apart anyway on the field.
Exactly. Baseball, everybody, they too far apart.
But I feel like too many teams in the MLB have caught it, and I feel like if there's a spike again where 4 to 5 teams catch it again out of the blue, that's when I feel like they'll cut us into the season. I feel
only
like
thing about MLB is the only reason they be close together is the dugout. If they space that dugout to be only a certain amount of people inside the dugout, it'd be perfect.
Ain't nobody in the stands. They might just sit in the stands.
Exactly. So I'm trying to find out why they all in. I understand y'all family, but it's a dugout. Nah, big dog. I'm in the stands. Call me when my name get called up. Y'all tripping.
I feel you on that.
Man, I don't see a season for none of them, bro. I see the
NFL
starting.
I don't feel the NFL going to start, bro. Like
NFL is going to start.
NFL is going to. It's too big. Too much money.
That's too much bread.
It's going to start.
You got to understand.
Okay, I give you this. It'll start, but it's going to end way sooner than what we expected.
Yes.
You know the critiques I have of the NFL right now. The fact that they still barely got some type of plan again. They've had the longest time out of everybody, and they barely got a plan. Like, it's not going to last. The rosters are too deep. You got too much media. You got too many coaches. Like, it's not – most of the stadiums are outside anyway, so you can't bubble football for all these teams. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I don't see it lasting that long. It'll start just for the hype and just to try to give hope, but I don't see it lasting.
Oh, no, big dog. It's going to last.
How you see it lasting?
That money on, they're going to make a way.
But I'm saying, like, what precautionary safety reason, though, do you see for them to keep going?
Oh, okay. So what's like a 53-man roster?
At least 53.
Yeah.
And then you got the staff too now.
They're gonna cut the 53-man roster to 45. They're gonna cut it down.
You still got hella players in your locker room.
That's still
but think about it. If you think about it, 11-11, you need 22 players to play offense and defense automatically. All you need now is just special teams.
So you won't starters? You won't starters and second strings playing the whole game?
Your second string mostly plays. What you talking about? Second string is the special teams. If anybody pay attention.
This is what I'm saying.
But niggas get hurt now too, though.
You want the starters and the second string playing the entire game. That's what you're saying.
I said 45, not 22 players. Calm down. 45. 45 players. You only cutting 9 people. That's it. You cut 8 people max. You still gonna have to have the staff. You're gonna have to have the staff. It's gonna be mostly Zoom calls, Zoom meetings. Everything will have to be online. You're gonna have to, unless it come down to on-field practice.
They gotta be a lot of testing. There gotta be a lot of testing for that to be done. Like,
yeah. It's daily.
Yeah, everybody knows
daily
that.
testing.
Yeah.
It's daily testing. Yeah.
It's worse
But-
than the NFL, especially like when you, let's say it's boom, it's a running play. That whole claw.
Exactly. That's
That's
what.
what COVID going on right there.
Exactly.
One person
That's
can
what
have
I'm cool,
COVID, and boom, everybody on the field.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. That is,
But if
That's
you
why I don't see it
get
lasting. I
tested,
don't see it
but
lasting.
if you get tested and you don't have the coronavirus, you can play.
Yeah,
That's
but
true.
like,
but it's an airborne disease, bro. It's unpredictable though, bro. You can catch it at any time.
Even if you're asymptomatic, they still ain't gonna let you play because you have it. Like, so you cannot have any symptoms, but you got COVID, so you can't play.
But I'm saying you can catch it anywhere. You can catch it anywhere. It's airborne, bro. It's unpredictable, my nigga. You don't know how you're gonna catch it. You gonna walk
Exactly. So you
down the street and
at the
catch
end of the
it.
day, so look,
It's
this is what
crazy.
you make NFL players sign a conform saying you let everybody NFL sign a conform
Oh,
saying
yeah.
that whatever happens, you decide to play with the COVID airborne COVID-19 in the air. You decide to play. If they sign that paper, that's them.
On risk.
already players with it. It's
But if
literally
they
already
gon'
players with it.
But if they still gonna play with it, that's them. They gonna have to. They signed the paper they want to play. They gonna have to play.
Like, it can't be like the NBA. You can't have it in a bubble where like every team stay at one.
Of course, you can't have it in a bubble, but you can't have it at one state.
Oh,
Well,
You
nah.
have to do two
nah.
states.
You gotta do 2 states. You got to.
Yeah, probably. Okay, no, you really can have it in just Florida.
No,
What, you talking about football? No. You can have Florida just
How
football.
many
They ain't
teams
never
it
reached.
is?
First of all,
It's
you
32
don't have
teams.
nowhere near Miami because their numbers is not
I
going
was
down.
Yeah. We the
Yeah, I
hot
forgot about Miami. Y'all read about that Miami one.
I mean, unless you're gonna have it in Jacksonville, that's one city. I don't think.
No,
But
California.
it's not enough arenas either, though. Like we
California. California.
I mean, it's enough arenas in California.
Yeah, we got enough.
That's where they're gonna have it at. They
That's
gonna
still a
have it at
long
California.
shot, though, bro. That's still
Maybe Texas.
Texas.
How many teams Texas got? Texas.
You got the Houston.
Three?
You got Houston and you got Dallas. That's 2.
Yeah.
So how many California got?
Rams, Chargers,
San Fran.
San Fran,
They had Oakland. but
Oakland
not
going to Vegas.
Oakland's
Arena.
still there because they haven't made Vegas yet. So Oakland is still there. So Oakland Stadium is still there.
They're Las Vegas Raiders. They're Las Vegas.
Las Vegas Stadium ain't even made yet, so they're still in Oakland.
Right now. Look it on Instagram right now. Las
Definitely.
Vegas
It's open.
It's definitely made.
Las Vegas
What's the
Raiders.
difference? So, but you still have an Oakland Stadium still there.
I mean, the Orca Arena's still there.
Exactly.
That thing probably
You're not
abandoned by now.
No, it's still there.
Why you care?
Since
That's
2000.
four stadiums,
I
16
mean, the
teams
Orca,
playing.
like, all off of Orca Arena is gone, but the whole arena is still there.
Think about it, 32 teams divided. 32 teams divided to 4 stadiums. Everybody can play on a Sunday. It's just
That's a
different
long
times.
shot, bro.
That's a long.
That's a lot of shit to get together, bro.
You're the only person I've heard give this analogy, so I like the fact that you're the first person to say that. But I still don't see it happen.
It's a heavy risk.
Yeah, it's still heavy risk.
Man,
You still
for that
shit.
bread, they gonna risk it. I can understand. USA, at the end of the day, USA do not care about people. All they care about is that green, that cheddar, that mignon.
But you still gotta have an effective plan at the same time. Like, I don't think it's gonna be that effective.
And if the players take a stand, bro, that's all they need in the NFL too. If once the players start taking a stand in the NFL, that's when niggas gonna be like, all right, we gotta cancel season for the NFL. But nobody's talking up for the NFL right now, like they just did for college. Once niggas start talking up for the NFL, that's when you gonna see it, bro. Like after that,
Because college players don't make money like NFL players do.
but I'm saying just off rip, bro, if you getting sick after that first week and the fucking coronavirus numbers in the NFL go up, niggas are gonna start talking like, hey, nigga, ain't no plan involved, and we getting up tests, and we getting a lot of positive tests around the NFL. All right, time to cut the league right now.
None opted out of the season, especially over in the Patriots. Like, then their majority of team about to opt out.
Yeah,
because the deadline already passed. It was a deadline for you to opt out. The deadline already passed. So if you playing right now,
you opt out by 9
for the season.
You got a gas. You playing.
I think
Exactly.
who all opt out? I know Goodwin opt out from San Fran. He opted out because he just had a baby, which is understandable.
Yeah.
And if you look at it, bro, not that many people opted out. It was a lot of people for the Patriots, but if you put it in totality, it wasn't that many people that opted out. People that want to play football.
Everybody know rookies ain't gonna opt out because it's their first season.
Oh man, shit.
And then I feel bad for the unsigned free agents coming out of the draft. Like,
Yeah.
season get canceled.
You in the air.
Listen,
Literally in the air at that point.
You back at the crib.
Fact. Yeah, wait till next season, basically. Yeah.
You just training at the crib.
Let's move on to the NBA, bro. So these boys got a new guest 7-day quarantine. So the NBA just released this past week that they will allow guests after the first round of the playoffs because obviously a number of teams are going to be gone by that time. So easy. I want to hear what you got to say first. I want to hear what you got to say. You smiling and shit. What you got to say about this rule, bro?
It's some hoes in this house. It's some hoes in this house. Yo, players been balling for a month straight without touching no cheeks. Boy, they gonna lose it. Think about it. Lou Williams escaped just to go to the strip club. But they gonna have strippers death. They don't care no more.
Yeah.
Coaches gonna have strippers
But
death.
it is a rule now, Easy, that it says if you a social media chick and if you're not family or if you're not a close friend, we not letting you in type shit. That's basically what the rule was.
But if Instagram,
Anybody in.
You either got to be
Instagram, they gonna.
close friend.
When you say close friend, you mean like Instagram close friend? Like
No, I mean close friend, like nigga. I know you know me my whole life, close friends. No,
no.
Hey, that's what they would say about Harden though. They would say that about Harden. They was like Harden trying to let all the hoes in. But I was like
Houston finna be in that thing.
I saw them Houston.
Exactly.
Oh my God, them Houston hoes is crazy.
That's what I'm saying.
Drake be
But
in Houston more than he be in Canada.
Exactly, bro.
But
Adam Silver literally made that rule for Harden, bro. He was like, ain't nobody from social media coming in here. If you don't know for real, they're not coming in. He made that rule for Harden. So, Egg,
But
your reaction to
it's gonna be good though, cause at the end of the day, people can see their family now.
That's true. That's true.
It's really like a family thing. But at the end of the day, them hoes gonna come.
The flaw that I had with it is, what is it, one ticket? Like each player get like one ticket?
No, they get 7, I thought.
7 in total? Four tickets?
4 people.
Is that
4
per
people.
game?
What are you saying?
Is it four tickets per game?
4 people in the bubble.
Oh,
Oh, no, 4 people in the bubble, I'm saying. 4 people
okay.
in the bubble.
Okay, because I don't know. I heard somebody on TV say it was like 1 ticket per game or something. I was like, that's stupid.
Oh, they might let one person of your family into the game, but I know you get 4 into the bubble.
See, that's the problem I had. I'm cool with the 4 people coming in the bubble, but I can only have one person at the game. Just don't let me bring nobody to the game. Because if I bring 4 family members, I don't got time to be hearing from people. But why I can't go? Why you picking that person? Why you picking? I don't got time for that, bro. I'm trying to focus. Like,
well, we all know everybody mama gonna be the first person at the game. So.
I understand that. But if you bring 3 other people, you ain't finna pick your mama first every single game. Otherwise, why pick
man, niggas gonna pick their mama. If you think who would you rather argue with, your girlfriend or your mama?
I'm just saying, you finna pick your mama for every game, and you brought 3 whole other people with you. Why did we
charge? Bro, first thing, be grateful you in the bubble. That's what I'm gonna say. You be grateful you in the bubble.
All right,
it could have been somebody else.
What you got? What was your reaction to the news?
I mean, it's good for the players. You know, they can spend more time with their family and stuff, but it's gonna be some hoes in the house.
Gonna be some hoes. That's all I gotta think about the hoes. This supposed to be wholesome. This supposed to be wholesome.
I'm really not
about the hoes.
I mean, you're in Orlando. You got this hotel. You ain't have no butt in about a good month. You feel me?
You in Orlando.
Man, gotta be a man.
Hey.
Even they literally said that today. Like,
Hey, but this brought up an interesting thought to me though, bro, because obviously we know Avery Bradley didn't come to the bubble because of his family. And it was interesting because I was like, damn, if they let players back in the bubble, damn, Avery Bradley might come back and say, hey, since I get to have my family in here, shit, I'll come back and play for the team. So could y'all see that for Avery Bradley and the people that opted out because of their family? Could you see that?
I can see that. Yeah,
I
can see that. Yeah, that just popped in my head, bro. That shit crazy. So, and that's key. That's a key player for the Lakers too.
That is. I was just gonna say that's a key player. Yeah. Like, add him back to the roster.
LeBron probably call him right now. Hey, big dog. Hey, I need you to come. If you need more
that's
tickets,
what I'm saying.
He gonna be like, we gonna take the tickets from Quinn Cook. Quinn Cook don't need the tickets.
Hey man, stop trying my nigga Quinn. Nah, Quinn, that's my nigga. Nah,
Quinn can play, but
we ain't playing with Quinn.
Trying to tell you, LeBron gonna make that call. He gonna take his ticket from Quinn Cook.
Quinn ticket.
All J.R. Smith care about is Henny. He gonna take J.R. Tickets for some Henny.
Yeah, oh yeah, J.R. can go. J.R. can go. J.R. can go.
He only
J.R.
play Henny.
And then he just get you. and you just get Deion Waiters some skates. You gonna take his tickets too.
Man, look
It
at
is
that.
very
Talking
disrespectful.
crazy, man.
You disrespected Deion. Quincy disrespected JR. The disrespect has to stop.
I ain't gonna lie,
Nah, like, bro, if you had to pick somebody who had to leave out of that bubble off the Lakers, I'm picking JR.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Wow.
I ain't gonna lie, I might.
You're not losing Quinn Cook because y'all don't have a backup point guard for real because y'all don't have Rondo. So you definitely.
Wait. Rondo's back in the bubble.
He's
back in the bubble.
Rondo back in the bubble.
4 days.
Oh, he healthy now. Is he healthy?
Yes,
Bye, Quinn Cook.
Quinn might go.
Nah, y'all niggas still trying my niggas. That nigga
You gonna choose
He ain't
Quinn
gonna
Cook
play,
or Bradley?
He's gonna be unrestricted, you know.
Oh, Bradley, definitely. But they don't got to choose between them though. It's Bradley or J.R. Smith. They both play the two.
But the problem is, I'll get rid of Waiters.
Nah, Waiters finna step up though. Y'all sleep on Waiters. How y'all feeling about Kuz though? How y'all been feeling about Kuz? Kuz been stepping up a little.
Kuz is doing what I said Kuz was gonna do. Kuz finna come in and be clutch because Bron put his arm around him now. It's like it's finna be playoff time, my guy. So that's why he hit that game winner the other night. And I told y'all, Kuz finna
Oh,
step
that's
up.
cap.
Kuz finna step up. All right, it can be capped right now. It can be capped. I'm remembering this part. It's capped. I get it to you. It's capped.
Only reason the Lakers kept Kuzma in the Lakers, because that's the only one they can keep in line.
What you mean keep in line?
I don't know what that means.
All right, how can I say this? Like, keep in line, like, oh, don't do this, don't do that. He's gonna listen off the ripper. That's the only reason why the Lakers kept him.
That's LeBron on your team. Niggas don't listen to Bron. Whatever Bron say, niggas gonna
I was about to say, everybody listening to Bron. So
y'all telling
It
me
ain't just cool. Niggas will listen to Bron.
You gonna jump. You literally gonna
Exactly, bro. Facts. They ain't no just cool.
Hey, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I would have traded Kuzma. I would have kept Ingram.
I mean,
Y'all keep going back to that trade, bro. Why y'all keep going back to that trade?
Oh.
Y'all was happy as hell when Ingram bounced. Y'all was happy when Ingram bounced. Now y'all
Ooh.
mad.
I was mad.
I was not happy.
Y'all niggas was happy when Ingram bounced because he wasn't playing like y'all wanted.
I was neither happy or upset. When
I wanted Kuz to go.
If you indifferent, you should have no feelings on this then.
I wanted Kuz to go.
I wanted Kuz out of there.
I see the potential in Kuz that LeBron sees. Kuz was
that. If you see potential, I am legally blind.
Man, all right. It's
Kuz solid, bro. Kuz solid, bro. Don't want to take that away. Kuz is
He's a good player. Don't get me wrong. He's a good player, but he got to be more consistent. Like, when the playoffs start, he got to show consistency.
He's going to do that.
If he don't, after that rookie contract up, his ass.
Y'all have to understand when LeBron entered this system, it went from Kuz being a second or third option to now you like the fourth or fifth option damn near because you had Bron, you had AD, you had Avery Bradley. Now you got
no.
Now you got Kuz playing a whole different way.
Do not put him behind. Do not put him behind Avery Bradley. He should be number 3.
But what I'm saying is, Bron did the system. When LeBron goes to a system, you change the entire way you play.
You can't put still, bro. It don't matter if he's playing. You can't put Avery Bradley in front of Kuz.
I'm not saying
Why not?
I'm just saying that's what happened. I'm not saying that's what you're supposed to do. I'm just saying that's what happened.
Yeah, why not? Tell me why not.
You can't. Avery Bradley is a role player. He's a spot up, put in the corner type of player. Kuz can actually make plays and create his own.
That's what I'm saying. Kuz can make plays. I think he should have dropped that low on being the playmaker, but
I'm not saying he's a better defender, but he should be your third scorer most definitely.
Oh yeah, most definitely third scorer.
But he's not your third scorer.
But he better show that consistency because if he don't,
if he don't, LeBron gonna make that call. Don't worry about it.
It's have to be in New Orleans next.
But I keep asking y'all this question of why y'all keep bringing up that trade of the Ingram because
the better player.
I'm saying y'all know that trade couldn't have went through. Y'all know that trade couldn't have went through if it was Kuz and Lonzo and all them go to New Orleans.
All of them draft picks for the next 5 years.
Ain't no way they was trading Ingram and getting AD. Ain't no way that would have happened. They had to trade Ingram, bro. They had to. So I'm mad y'all keep bringing up Ingram.
I least kept Lonzo.
Let him go.
Lonzo.
Nah.
All right, before I go to work,
I'm glad Lonzo.
I would have waited until AD became a free agent.
Let me go ahead and say this.
But you gotta think LeBron years though. LeBron 35 now. You gotta make that move now.
I mean, he's still playing good. Like the nigga's like super.
But how long can you count on that though? Because once you start
LeBron, we can literally count on this
forever.
At least another 2 more years.
No, see, that's what happened. Once y'all start depending on that shit, Y'all be like, damn, Bron gonna be Bron the same Bron. That's when he started breaking down.
You can definitely count on this for about
AD.
That's what I'm saying. LeBron literally today, it was noted that he's averaged 10.2 assists for this season. He's gone from being the primary scorer and ball handler on the team to the assist dude. Like, hey, take that. Handle that. Hey, he's still giving you 20
That's not true, bro. He just has the ball in his hands more. That's the LeBron could have been doing this. Don't act like LeBron was averaging 8 assists last year. The 2 assist difference. When you have the ball in your hands more, that makes the difference. So it's not like he improved greatly or some shit like that, or he's doing less. It's just he has the ball in his hands more. It ain't like it's a difference in workload.
He's 35 years old, averaging a double-double.
But I'm saying the workload isn't different. Y'all acting like the workload is different because he got AD, but the workload is the same.
Definitely different.
It's definitely different.
You're running the system. This is the first year in LeBron's career where a system is running through somebody else other than him.
True.
But it's not.
It's literally running through AD. Like,
It's
I mean,
not.
You don't touch the ball.
In the bubble, I'll give you in the bubble it has.
Yeah.
That shit was running through LeBron like out there.
Had to. But you feel it's just the first year though. It's just the first year.
This the first year. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, AD getting his touches, but this system's still LeBron's system. Like LeBron got that bitch at the top of the key, and it's still LeBron and AD pick and rolls. So AD is involved in the LeBron system, but it's still LeBron's system, is what I'm saying. Ain't like they going down every time and they throwing that bitch to AD. And that's what I mean by system. It's AD throwing that bitch every time down the court.
They should move. AD should get the ball a whole lot more. You feel me?
And that's what I'm saying. If they were throwing it to AD every time down the court, that's AD's system. But that's not how they playing it. Every time down the court, it's in Bron's hand, and it's an AD pick and roll. So it's
I feel once playoffs start, AD should be a whole lot more aggressive in the paint.
Dame. All right, bro, Damian Lillard, bro, been going crazy, dog. So he dropped Dame time for real. But let's not forget what started this Dame time was those 2 missed free throws last week, and he was getting clowned by Pat Bev and PG all them, and we seen that whole little altercation that was online. But how do y'all feel about Dame in Portland after what y'all seen this week? Drop 51, drop 61. Do y'all feel confident about Portland going into the playoffs, and can they push the Lakers? Or could they beat the Lakers? I don't know. Could they potentially beat the Lakers?
I'm going to let him go first. On that.
I want to see Dame in the playoffs. Don't get me wrong. I want to see Dame in the playoffs. What he doing in the bubble right now, spectacular. But in my opinion, they're not beating the damn Lakers
at all.
I don't even see that series barely getting to Game 6. I'm being honest. I don't see it to Game 6. That's my prediction. I'm predicting. I'm predicting it right.
All right, man. All right, Edgar, go ahead.
I feel the same. Well, no, because I feel the same way as far as they wouldn't beat the Lakers. I feel the same way with that. I still got the Grizzlies making the AFC, and they pissed everybody off today when they got the first slot of the play-in for the AFC. So shout out to Ja, shout out to Grizzlies. Everybody against Memphis. I love that slogan. Everybody against Memphis. So I like the fact that Memphis got that first slot for the play-in, and they're gonna shock the world when they make the AFC.
I don't want to see no sweep in the first round.
Thank you. Thank you.
They're going to get swept.
And what you predicting? Portland to win 1 game?
I mean, at least one. Give them a little confidence.
2 to 3 games Portland will win.
How about this? Just let Portland and Memphis play it out, even though Portland going to beat the bricks off of that.
That's going to be the plan. If Portland wins today, so this is Thursday, Portland is playing the Nets. It's a close game right now, though. But if Portland beats the Nets, they get the AFC, and the Grizzlies will be the 9th. So that will be the play-in. Mm-hmm. So the Portland Trailblazers will only have to win 1 game to get to the actual playoffs. The Grizzlies will have to win 2. So that's going to be the difference. And they're not beating Portland. Not with no Jaren Jackson. I don't see it. I don't see it at all.
I got faith. Everybody versus Memphis.
You're probably the only one because I'm still mad right now because what the fuck? They've been going crazy and goddamn it, they're not even about to make the playoffs. So what the hell is going on? Damn, bro. So who is the MVP for y'all right now?
I was just going to say, I seen that debate for the bubble MVP. I'm going with Dame. I'll go with Dame. Just for the fact that he put them in the playoff contention possibility that they're in right now. Even though Phoenix undefeated, I'm going with Dame.
I'm going with TJ Warren. I
was about to say, that he under the radar.
But listen. This is where I'm going with you, nigga. You know, during the regular season, they didn't have Victor. They barely had Victor. Sabonis went down with an injury. They're still in the playoffs. They're not fighting for 8th or 7th spot. They're in it. So I'm going with them boys. No matter. I'm
going with D-Book, bro. I'm going with D-Book.
I feel it. I
fuck with D-Book.
Yeah, because this is the thing, bro. The position they were at, they weren't even supposed to be close to making the play-in.
They had the number 1 pick.
Behind.
They had the number 1 pick last year.
What you said?
They had the number 1 pick last year. The Suns.
Exactly. But even coming into the bubble, they weren't even supposed to be in this position to be this close. They were supposed to be down like 13th to 12th place right now. The fact y'all don't got this close. Y'all beat the Clippers.
But
they beat somebody else crazy. It's crazy.
This all goes to my point. I've been over the past 3-4 days now. Ever since Draymond Green said this, that Devin Booker need to get out of Phoenix. He ain't never gonna win in Phoenix. Phoenix is a great place for Devin Booker to stay. Could he go somewhere better? Obviously. There's at least 5-6 places I can name that he could go to and make the team better, and they can make him better and be a championship caliber team. Not make him better like he's not already great.
I don't know about him.
I feel like he can stay. He could definitely stay in Phoenix. Phoenix only needs one more superstar, and they're a legitimate 6-seed team in the West.
This is what I'll say, bro. I love Phoenix. I love it. You about to say something, DQ?
You're not winning no championship as the 6th seed.
You're not.
You got to be 1 through 3 or 1 through 4.
If we're talking championship caliber, then yes, obviously he can go to another team.
If you want to win a championship, he needs to leave Phoenix, Arizona.
Okay.
He's not going to win
but this is the thing. He shouldn't even be thinking about championship. He should just be worried about getting into the damn playoffs. He hasn't
been in the playoffs with Phoenix.
That's what I'm saying. I'm cool with him staying in Phoenix for now.
That's what I'm saying.
He just signed a 5-year contract, so he should not. He ain't going to no time soon. He's going to be staying in Phoenix.
He's
they stay healthy the whole next season. They're going to be the 8th, 7th seed next year. So that's fine. He just need to get a taste of the playoffs before he's talking about going to another team, winning with another team. He need to make the playoffs first with Phoenix before he jets somewhere else. And that can't happen in Phoenix.
He don't need to waste a lot of years over there in Phoenix. Because, like, if they're not – in 2 years, they're not deep in the playoffs, get the hell out of there. Get out of that dry town.
At that point, okay, I can see that then. Yeah. But next year, I definitely see Phoenix making the playoffs.
If they don't make the playoffs next year, get out of town.
Hey, y'all watching that next game?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's on the TV over there.
Yeah. Who eating?
It's 76-69. Dame just hit a 3.
No, but I'm saying who eating, though? I think that boy C. Levert, Braided Levert.
Man, next topic, dog. We're not talking about this guy.
I see that boy going crazy.
We're not talking about.
I know that boy going to look crazy over there.
Not talking about this man.
I don't know. Yeah, y'all call me crazy. The second. Oh, okay. I thought he hit another one.
Yeah, all right. That's not.
All right, bro. So, all right, we talked about bubble MVPs. All right. So y'all talking about the AC. Y'all said who y'all wanted. Who you predicting to make the AC, DQ? Portland. You said Memphis. I got Portland too. All right, bro. Let's talk about this Giannis headbutt, bro. Really went under the radar. He headbutted Mo Wagner, and I watched the whole clip. It really didn't look like Mo Wagner did anything to this nigga. This nigga Giannis just went crazy for no reason. Headbutted him. So, and this is the question, because I had a little rant on Twitter yesterday. Do you think he should have had a longer suspension for what he did? So, DQ, let me hear you what you have to say.
I think they should have just suspended him for the rest of the seeding playoff games, just to see where they'd be at in the seeding. It's suspend him for that, but as soon as playoff starts, it's just a headbutt. It'd be all right.
It's just a headbutt? Okay.
See, I mean, I honestly feel like they only suspended him for one game for the fact that they're in the bubble. This bubble situation is the only reason why he was only suspended one game. If the season was regularly going, like how we usually used to see the NBA,
it'd be about 5.
Like he just said, like 5 games. It'd be like 5 games. They'll probably be fined a little chunk of change or whatever. But
if you suspend him for 5 games, that's the first 4 games. They might get swept in Milwaukee. I'm just saying.
They ain't getting swept by the Magic.
Hey, it might be.
They ain't gonna get swept by the Magic. Nah, even without Giannis, y'all not getting swept by the Magic.
You losing Giannis, that's a big part.
Chris Middleton, like I said,
We needed Chris Middleton to come through today against the Grizzlies, and he did nothing. Anything about Chris Middleton? I was rooting for him all day, and he did nothing, bro. So I kind of agree with what you said. I think it would have been a longer suspension if it was in a regular season game. But I still think he should have got more games, period. You can't headbutt a nigga and just get away with that shit with one playoff game, bro.
I feel you.
When it's so meaningless of a game, it's like we know the reason why you only gave him one game, because if you gave him multiple, it would have dipped into the playoff games. But
right.
He deserved that shit, though. He deserved it.
I agree. He deserved
that shit.
But they only gave him one due to the circumstances. So, but I totally agree with you. It should have been more.
Because this was my point, bro. If somebody is fighting on the court and somebody off the bench steps onto the court, that's a 1-game suspension right there. You're not doing anything. You just step onto the court. You know that rule came into effect, I want to say like 10 years ago. But if a nigga just headbutt you, he get a 1-game suspension. That just sounds crazy. I can get a 1-game suspension for stepping on the court, and I can get a 1-game suspension for damn headbutting a nigga. That shit don't add up, my nigga. So that had me upset yesterday because I already don't like the Bucks. So I obviously want to see them lose. But I just felt bad for Mo because he got no respect. No respect for getting headbutted. And we trying to slip it under the rug like shit didn't happen. Braun? We don't even want to talk about this is Braun now. Or some shit like that.
Braun, they would have suspended dude for getting headbutted.
Hey, you right though. They would have suspended the other nigga.
Exactly. Headbutted by Braun. Skip Bayless would have had a field day. This is your king.
Skip.
Hey, you right about that.
Over the other night.
Crail.
Oh man, that's funny, bro. Yeah. All right, man. Let's move on to Russell Westbrook, man. Big news for the Houston Rockets. The reports came out today that he will miss the first 3 games of the playoffs and said it could be more games with this quad injury. Big deal for the Rockets, especially I felt like they were picking up momentum in this bubble, and now a real big stopping gap. So, Edgar, let me get you.
The Rockets, is crazy that we're talking about this now because my cousin called me the other day asking for some betting advice because he was trying to figure out should he bet on Houston because Houston been looking kind of ass recently. Like they'll just barely skate by and get a dub, then they'll get an L, then they'll barely skate by and get a dub again, and they've been too wishy-washy lately. And when they played, I forgot who they played the other day, but I was like, yeah, I think they played Denver or somebody like that. And no, they played Indiana. I was like, yeah, bro, that's a dub, bro. I like them for that. And they had the game majority of the game. And
but Russ didn't play though.
But still, the fact that they had the game and like they just gave it up in the end, I'm like, come on, bro, that's crazy.
I can't count those games against them now. No Russ. So DQ, how do you feel? I should have asked y'all this question. How do y'all feel like this will impact their playoff chances? Do you even get out of the first round now?
It's definitely
they play OKC in the first round.
I like the Thunder for the series. That's all I'm saying.
I like the Thunder.
I like Houston to win the first round. They might get pushed 7 games, though. I ain't gonna lie.
I like the Thunder.
With no Russ, they're gonna get pushed 7 games.
This is gonna be. I agree. I
still like them to win the series, though.
It's gonna be a long series. I'm just saying this. Starting center is 6'7". That's all I'm saying. He's 6'7".
But are they gonna take advantage of that? Because we always clown 6'7", but nobody has taken advantage of that.
Good.
You know what I'm saying? Because Houston's still doing what they do.
That's what I'm saying. I said this a couple pods ago. This is the first time with this D'Antoni system of small ball, this is the first time it's actually working how it's supposed to work. But now that Russ is gone and the efficiency is dropped, now I'm worried again if it's going to work. They're still not – nobody's going to take advantage of this small ball situation.
They're not.
They have yet to do it. So I don't see nobody doing it. So that's how I feel.
If I'm a coach in the league and I see your starting center at 6'7", I'm going to my big man. If you don't get 30 tonight, you're walking back to the hotel. You're walking.
But Quez, bro, we see nobody is doing that though. Nobody's doing that.
Nobody has done it.
They have played Denver. Denver got Jokic. They have played the Lakers. Nobody takes advantage of it, bro.
Just imagine back in the day, you got LA, Kobe, and Shaq.
Oh, back in the day, this shit ain't working back in the day.
Oh yeah, this not
I'm
working.
just saying, like, that's history. Like, come on, like, you should take advantage of that. I'm Rudy Gobert. I'm seeing a 6'7" dude guarding me.
But that's the thing. Rudy Gobert doesn't have an offensive game, and he's slim. he ain't really gonna pound nobody in the paint for real. You know what I'm saying? He's more of a run and jump type of center. He not nobody gonna pound you like an Embiid gonna pound you. And even Embiid is somebody who like to float to the three.
You know, they're selling.
Really not getting pounded by nobody if you think about the Rockets. So it is a smart idea. And
I've been very critical of this ball. I've been very critical of the small ball stuff over the past 2-3 seasons. This is the first time I'm actually complimenting it because it's actually working now. So
if I play with the Rockets on 2K, Chandler is starting at my 5. I'm just saying.
Chandler started?
He's starting at my 5.
Starting.
On 2K.
2007?
On 2K?
Is this 2007?
You not rebound on 2K? That's a big momentum change for you. You're not gonna.
It is, bro. But the thing is, that 3-point line is the game changer, and exactly. Got everybody. That's 5 out. Everybody on that bitch.
I'd rather pound the glass than live and die with a 3. I'm just saying.
Hey,
like you seen over the past years that 3 ball.
Yeah.
It only works for the Warriors.
Yeah.
Only works for the Warriors. Harden, they tried it. They can't even get out of the Western Conference Finals. I'm just saying.
It's like they live or die by the 3, and the Warriors live or die by the 3, and the Warriors been living, and Houston definitely been dying. So
yeah.
You said who's been dying? What you said?
Houston been dying by the 3. The Warriors been living by the 3.
Oh yeah. But the thing is, the Warriors play solid defense, and they had a big man presence as well. Like they always had a Bogut, they always had a Jones, they always had a Looney that was in the game who was solid defensively. The thing about the Rockets, they never had somebody that was solid defensively down low. And this year, it's really up in there. But like we said before, like who's gonna take advantage of it?
That's what I'm saying.
I'm just saying.
Nobody gonna take
if I'm the Rockets, I would never give up Clint Capella. Like
I said the same thing.
I'll never give him up.
I said the same thing.
Like we signed him on a big contract. Why would we give him up?
Exactly.
I think it's Karis LeVert, another bucket, but it's something about it, bro. That's just like I think it's a good move because Edgar, you already said it, bro. It was best. It was best for them, bro, to go all the way with this small ball. Talking shit. I'm a small ball system, bro. They had to get rid of Capella.
I'm gonna say this. If they win the championship, I give it a credit.
They not winning the championship, but would they? But this is the question: would they have won a championship with Capella?
No.
I don't know.
So you might as well go all in with this small ball instead of.
They weren't gonna win one with Capella because they were trying to do that small ball shit while Capella was on the team, which is why I was so critical of that entire situation. I'm like, why do you have Capella and you're doing this? And then like DQ said, why would you get rid of Capella and still try to do it if it wasn't working? Like it was the best. It was a whole man. I was very critical of Houston over the past 2-3 seasons now, but now they're finally impressing me with it. With the addition of Russ, but now that Russ is missing, question marks in the air again.
That's crazy. But if Russ is healthy, so if Russ come back game 4, because I still have Houston winning the series, it's gonna be close as hell. Chris Paul ain't gonna go out without a fight, and I think they have more talent. I think OKC has more talent without Russ on the floor. OKC has the talent advantage.
Yeah, without Russ on the floor.
Harden, James Harden's gonna control the whole game though.
And then what people don't realize, OKC in the future, all those draft picks they have. That's going to be a
But the thing is, bro, those draft picks got to turn into players, though, bro. They can't draft all young pieces. A lot of these young pieces are hit or miss. So we don't know what those draft picks are.
You know, over the past OKC, you know, Westbrook, Durant.
That's true, though.
Maybe the first mistake, let's just don't repeat yourself.
Right.
Exactly. But shit, man, we see how OKC fold. They get somebody like a KD and they fucking it up. Somebody like a Russ and they fucking it up. Somebody like a Harden, they fucking it up. They had a dynasty in their hand.
They had a whole dynasty, bro.
Who they traded Harden for? Kenyon Martin?
Yeah, I think
Where
so.
is he now in the league?
Kevin, yeah. He ain't even in the league.
Like
in the league, bro.
Like a modern day.
Yeah.
That's what
they fucked up the church money for sure. For sure. Let's move on to George Kittle, bro. George Kittle and Travis Kelce at that, bro. They both got that big time contracts, bro. I think Kittle got a 5-year, $75 million contract. And old boy, Kelce got a 4-year, $57 million contract, if I remember the numbers correctly. So there's just a little difference. I think Kittle's still got the highest paid, but Kittle's still the highest paid, but damn. How do y'all feel? Do you guys think the tight end is going to be – what do I want to say, bro? I don't know what I want to say. But let me get y'all first reactions. I'll think of the questions after that.
I love it. I love to see it. Them boys deserve it. They deserve it. I feel Kittle deserved more money than Kelsey because Kelsey got you got Mahomes, Hill, Sammy, and then the other guys doing what they're doing. Then that defense over there, boom. Kittle, you got the defense, but offensive wise, receivers.
Better blocker. He's a better blocker too, bro. Way better.
Yeah. He was pancakking a lot of niggas this year.
Exactly.
He was at IHOP. He was at IHOP every game. He was there.
I was very surprised to see that because you always recently have been saying that the NFL, the salary cap is going to rise, especially over the next 5 to 10 years. Like, you definitely highlighted that for every position, salaries are going to go up. And I didn't expect this with the tight end position so soon. I knew it was coming, but I didn't expect it so soon. But I feel like George Kittle is the highest paid between him and Kelsey because not only was he blocking better, but he has a wide receiver body. He doesn't have a tight end body. Like, he can run wide out routes, but just play tight end. So I feel like he's more versatile. He's way more versatile than Kelsey, even though I really like him.
He's more versatile, yeah.
Yeah.
Dick, you got something to say?
I feel like the tight end position in football is very overlooked.
Very.
It's like one of the biggest X factors because it's like they're too big for DBs
and they're too small for
linebackers.
Yeah.
Like, unless you just like Cam Chancellor in your defense.
Yeah, exactly. But this is what I guess, Edgar, you already hit on a little bit. Should the tight end position be so highly paid, being that the salary cap has not increased yet? It hasn't increased yet. Should the tight end position be one of the highest paid positions on the team when you still have a quarterback, you still got a defensive end, you still have other positions that should get paid? Should tight end be at the top of your priority list?
I feel like it really depends on the team. Like, each team's salary cap is different. It's not like baseball where there is no salary cap for any team. So it really depends on what team you own. And the points that y'all highlighted, like George Kittle, the talent around him isn't the same that the talent around Kelsey is. So salary caps for those two positions are always going to be different based off of how the salary is amongst the rest of the players.
Hey, and when the hell are we going to start talking about the Chiefs' salary cap? Them niggas don't got a salary cap.
Yeah, they don't. I was saying that.
They're paying every goddamn body.
That's why I was so surprised. I was like, they got money for Kelsey too? I was like,
they're just going to pay the luxury cap. They're going to pay the luxury tax.
No, that's the thing. It's not even a luxury tax. It's like it's a hard cap, so you can't go over the cap. So where are y'all getting all this money from?
Hey, it ain't college, but I smell alumni association funds. It's not college, but definitely alumni.
It gotta be something, bro. You paid Chris Jones, you paid Mahomes. I know Mahomes don't get paid until a couple years down the line, but still, you got Hill on the books, you got Kelsey, higher paid. This is like, damn.
Alumni fund. Alumni fund. That's all I'm
saying. They're paying everybody. But it's good for Jimmy G, though, because he definitely needs somebody like George Kittle, though, to be a reliable pass catcher. All right, man. Let's move on to the social media wants to know portion. I really only have one question for it. Is it time to break up the duo in Philadelphia? The 76ers has been looking kind of – hold on. What'd you say?
Yes.
Okay, let me get through the question. Let me finish setting it up. So the 76ers, bro, in a weird position. They want to really fire their coach. And they're basically on that hinge. Ben Simmons is obviously injured. Embiid, you know what I'm saying? He's Embiid. He's dominant, but he can be a flake at sometimes. You don't know what you're going to get with Embiid. And obviously what he can give you, he doesn't give you every night. Because there's no reason why Embiid doesn't give you 30 and 15 every night. It's no reason why he shouldn't give you 30 and 15, but he doesn't give you that every night. So you got question marks with both players. The coaching hasn't really put them together well. Would you, so Egg, you already said no, so DQ, would you separate the two? Or would you get rid of the coach?
It's depending how Ben game looks. You feel me? Like, because he doesn't shoot. You're in the league and you don't shoot. I don't get that. Like, you don't shoot.
Yeah.
You don't shoot. Like, how the hell are you going to make it in the league and not shooting? Like,
I thought you was about to say something else.
Like, that's just.
I thought you was about to say if he comes back a shooter next year.
No, it's not happening.
But that's what I was about to say though. You can't even respect that. You can't even trust that because past couple of years, he hasn't.
That's what was supposed to happen this season. He was supposed to come back this season. And be
Whoa, Brooklyn is up right now. What is going on?
Well, they're up by 4.
That's crazy.
They don't.
Whoa. Whoa.
Very crazy.
Hey, we might have to turn off this pod, though. I might have to coach right here. Whoa. Ben Simmons might have to take a pause. They're losing 89-85. This is a big deal.
It is. Very big deal.
Wow. All right. But I don't think this is the time to split up the two. I think it's time to get rid of the coach. Like I said last week when we had Derek on, I think somebody like a veteran coach, Jeff Van Gundy, whoever, that's somebody who knows how to use two big men. Because Mark Jackson, whoever, a veteran coach, somebody who knows how to use two big men. But I like Jeff Van Gundy because he's used to that old school style of play. He was coaching back in the old school when you had two big men. So you got to use Ben Simmons as a big man. You can't use him as a point guard anymore. We already see that because he can't shoot, obviously. So you got to use him at the elbow. And Joel Embiid on the other block. That's how you got to use the two and just have shooters around it. Brett Brown can't get it through his skull that has to happen. Even though he changed him to power forward, he still had Ben Simmons at the three-point line way too much.
Way too much.
He's not a shooter.
He shouldn't be out there.
Exactly.
He shouldn't be out there. If you're not going to shoot the damn shot,
he's scared to shoot. He's literally scared to shoot.
Get your ass in the paint.
It don't make sense to me. It don't.
He needs to get his ass in the paint.
Exactly, bro. But I just think it's time for a coaching change, bro. Brett Brown, obviously, he was down, and that's why they kept him around because he was down really when they were struggling. Like he was the coach when they was like, trusting the process for real. But it's time for an upgrade, man. And I think that's the biggest deal.
Let's just hope another draft pick of theirs doesn't get hurt.
Literally.
Yeah, that's true too. They had a lot of busts. They had two big hits, but they had a lot of busts along the way. What happened to Nerlens Noel?
Exactly.
Markel, went down the drain. Covington was a good draft pick, but obviously you traded him. Saric, he gone. So it's like you really only left with Embiid and Simmons, and that's another reason not to get rid of them. Because if you get rid of one of them, it's like, damn, you put in all this trust the process shit. Just
rebuild the process.
Exactly. It's like, damn, that's crazy. They're two generational talents. So like you can't split up the two. Not this early, bro. Maybe next year with a new coach if they still fucking off. Maybe, but not this
year with a new coach. If they got a next year new coach, it can't shit get done.
Oh yeah. That's
out of here.
That's what I'm saying. If shit can't get done next year, my nigga, y'all, everybody got to
rebuild.
I'm rebuilding.
You rebuilding.
I'm rebuilding.
But who would y'all let go though? Is the question.
He's getting rid of both. That's why I said he's rebuilding.
I'm rebuilding.
Nah, you trip. You're tripping.
I'm keeping Embiid.
I don't know because Embiid need to be putting up at least 26 and 18 a night. Like
he need something.
That's touching him right now. Who's in the paint? That's touching him.
And that's what I'm saying. He's
settling too much for them damn jump shots. He need to get down in the post. Matter of fact, he need to go to Houston. No, not even Houston, Texas, wherever the dream is at. Go with him, work with him, work out with him, get your post game right because you're clearly not in it that much. Because you see how Shaq, you need to be dominating every night. If you're not dominating every night, why are you playing the game of basketball?
Exactly. It's like he has to be motivated, and then that's when he show out. Every night he's not motivated.
Like, do somebody got to call you and talk shit to you every game?
Exactly. Exactly, bro.
Alongside when I cuss you out before every game.
Hey, if you gonna perform every night, I'll damn sure call him and cuss him out. Shit.
Hey, what? I'm there.
Exactly. Facts. If you gotta do it, you gotta do it.
Exactly.
See, I would honestly rock with Ben Simmons though. I would rock with Ben Simmons before I trade him.
If you show a jump shot, I'll rock with him. If you show a jump shot, I'll rock with him because he's younger too.
But that's the thing with Giannis, bro. We see that the team around him, he still has no jump shot, but they got a team around him where he doesn't need one. I think it's the same thing with Ben Simmons. He wouldn't even have to shoot if you had a team around him that was good and all shooters.
But at least Giannis got a little faith in his shot though. Like he shoots.
Oh, he does. But I'm saying even before he started to have a little faith, they still were building a team around him. And that's where it's real confusing for Philly.
But they need to fire Elton Brandon, that general manager, off. Like something got to get.
Facts.
Something got to get. Unless you finna have another AI walk through the door,
it's not.
Something got to get us.
Facts. But this the thing, bro. I heard a report. Don't laugh at this. I heard a report, man. The Cleveland Cavaliers, bro, about to make a run at Ben Simmons, bro. Hey, Ben Simmons to the Cavs?
What does that mean? Like,
Ben Simmons to the Cavs. They said they got a good worth of packages.
First off, they were very disrespectful when I seen the picture of him in the Cavs jersey because they had him in number 23.
Oh, no.
I damn near threw my phone.
Retire 23.
I damn near threw my phone. I get it. He's 23 in Philly, so you just Photoshop the shirt. But
He's
no,
not even 23 in Philly. He's 25.
I know he's not going to be 23, but don't even Photoshop
Give
that.
him the dub 5 and call it a night.
don't even Photoshop that.
Give him
Like,
the dub 5, call it a night.
I ain't like the fact that they was playing like that. I was like, whoa, we finna just throw somebody else in them.
I mean, I like him in Cleveland, but he's gonna have to step that game up.
I don't trust him to
18?
be the man. I don't trust Ben Simmons to be the man.
Oh no, Drummond gonna be the man over there. Drummond gonna be the man. He went from 18. Drummond. Andre Drummond. He's the man over there in Cleveland.
That boy got traded for a second round pick and a bag of chips. You think
I like Andre Drummond,
He's
but
the man.
he can't be the man. He can't be the man either, bro.
He can't. This is a guard NBA.
I'm saying like he can't be the
right
he shouldn't
now.
be.
He's the man. He's the man.
Oh yeah, right
That's
now.
what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
because he's the only name.
He's the man.
Yeah.
He's the man.
Yeah.
Okay, based off of
I would say Colin Sex. Damn, ain't Kevin Love still there? We forget about Kevin Love?
Kevin Love, not the man.
Above Kevin Love?
Yes.
Yes.
He averaged more points and way more rebounds.
Right now in Kevin Love's career, yes, I'm picking Andre Drummond.
Yeah.
Yes.
I ain't gonna lie. Minnesota Cavs? Hell no.
Ain't no Minnesota Cav. I'm talking about this Cav is way better than Drummond.
2020, Kevin Love. I'm picking Andre Drummond.
We gotta look them stats up.
Kevin Love can shoot and can rebound. That's already better than Drummond, who can just jump at this point.
What has he done with it?
Huh?
What has he done with it? Like,
What you mean, why is he done with it? He has nobody around him. What is he supposed to do?
when he was in Minnesota, he was doing something with it. He was doing. They were making something happen. So
What are you going to say about Drummond, who did nothing in Detroit?
I mean, it's Detroit. I mean, Kevin was in a better position than Drummond.
It's Detroit.
It's Detroit.
You are really disrespectful.
They haven't been good
We're not
since
Kevin
06.
Love is not better than Andre Drummond?
Right now, no, he's not.
Career-wise, I give it to Kevin.
That's
But
what I'm saying. But right now,
hell no.
2020, I'm taking Andre Drummond.
1-on-1, Andre Drummond will kill that
I really want to call this nigga black, bro. Cause y'all really disrespectful right now, bro. Y'all real
We're not.
Kevin Love.
man.
Kevin Love is probably gonna make the Hall of Fame, and y'all niggas cap.
Okay. We're not taking that away. We're just saying at this moment, Andre Drummond is the better player.
Not even at this moment though. He's not even more skilled than Kevin Love. That's what I'm saying. The skill. Andre Drummond isn't skilled. Kevin Love is though.
Average more points. I don't get it. Like, you more skilled and he's averaging more points. Like,
Y'all capping today. I see where y'all at today. Y'all big cap today.
I mean,
You the one who froze. You froze because he was capping so hard.
Capping about what? I was speaking facts about damn Bron.
Earlier with the Bron shit.
Bron being the system? That's capping? Bron being the system? Man. Let's move on. Oh yeah. I like Ben Simmons with the Cavs. That's what I wanted to say.
I mean, it's a good fit. I like it.
Entertain. What you said?
I like it. It's a good fit. It's a good fit.
It's solid. He can get to have his own team. That's what he needs. Let's start it off with the entertainment news. Let's talk about this WAP song, bro. Everybody going crazy, boy. Everybody going
in this house.
with the Meg and the Cardi. First of all, how y'all aren't with the video? Because that video was, I'm not gonna say it was crazy, bro. It's not the craziest video I've seen.
No, it's not the craziest.
How did y'all feel about that video?
1 out of 10, give it a 7. Give it a solid 7.
Nah, that's crazy.
I give it an 8. I'm just ass kind of guy. I love the whole video.
I get it.
But bro, how did y'all feel about Kylie Jenner or whichever one was in there? The Jenner in there.
Marketing wise, I love it. I mean, she's a billionaire. Who the hell?
I like the Viola Davis idea. I did.
I
ain't even gonna count.
Like, I see why people is mad. I see why they mad, but if I want Kylie Jenner in my video, if I can get Kylie in my video, she gonna be in the damn video.
Exactly.
Because she gonna repost the damn video to them damn billion followers on Instagram. So that's more fans.
You was gonna get views regardless. You don't need it for the views.
Hell no, my views gonna go up.
My feelings on the song, first off, I give the video a 7 out of 10 because it was like, it wasn't too crazy. Other than the ass, it was like, it wasn't nothing too crazy. Now, I will say.
But it wasn't even that much ass to me, though.
But what I want to say is I love the fact, because I'm real big on female artists. Anybody that know me know I love female artists because I don't feel like female rappers get a lot of respect. But the fact that they had Mulatto in there, they had Suki, they had that model girl
Normandy.
Normandy. Like, I love the fact that they put all those women in there, so I really love that. I give it a 7 out of 10 in total. But song-wise, the song wasn't that hard. Meg snapped. And it's Cardi's song, but Meg snapped way harder than Cardi.
It should have had Nicki on it.
Where was Jordan Woods? We just seen that crazy ass video. We couldn't get Jordan Woods? All that ass?
I don't know.
Hey,
but I will say this. WAP has the hardest beat of the year down there. That beat, it's some hoes.
You don't listen to Freddie Gibbs. So
I didn't really listen to the beat like that.
You gotta just play the instrumental.
I don't listen to the beat at all.
No, like for
I
real.
was looking at Meg.
If you just play the instrumental,
I'm looking at Meg.
if you just play the instrumental, you can sit there and be like, you could find somebody real crazy who can snap on that beat for real. Plies did a remix. Plies literally made a remix today. I was like, that's a nigga I will put on their instrumental.
Hey, speaking of Plies, bro, let's talk about the craziest videos, the freakiest videos we've ever seen. But because I know Plies got some freaky songs, but he don't really got no freaky videos to go along with it. But what's the freakiest videos y'all have seen? Music videos. No, I'm about no porno.
Tip Drill by Nettie.
Exactly.
Nelly B.
Tip Drill probably in everybody's shit. We on Tip Drill here?
Dark, late at night, 2, 3 in the morning before school.
Most nastiest video I've ever seen, How Do You Want It by Tupac. The uncensored version.
It wasn't Tip Drill nasty. It wasn't Tip Drill nasty.
Tip Drill was literally 7 minutes of ass, my nigga. You had nothing.
Have y'all seen yes. How Do You Want It uncensored? Like the real uncensored. Like all that.
Yes.
It's like a whole porn scene in there. It's a whole porn scene. It's a whole porn scene. Like if you're not showing me a whole porn scene, you're not nasty than that. Like, it was
Tip Drill was literally degrading. It was degrading, and it was nothing but ass. Like that shit was crazy. But how did y'all feel about the comments? Because some people were on Twitter saying that they didn't like the video because of what's that one dude tweeted about? It went viral. Damn. He was saying how he didn't like the video because it was not Nicki, but it was Cardi.
CeeLo Green?
No, it was a random nigga on Twitter who said something, bro.
Oh, if it was random, I don't remember.
He didn't like. Oh, this is what he said. He didn't like the example it set for his daughter. So how do you guys respond to that, being that we have so many niggas out here with freaky videos and we don't never hear these comments about niggas? But when it's females, we hear these comments.
Like I said, I'm big for female artists. I always support female artists. And I feel like the double standard is always going to be there. And it's really unfair because this is not the first era of nasty music we've heard from women. Like, do y'all not remember Trina was literally the baddest bitch. She literally said, I'd have been effing by the time I was 10, like, if I knew what I know now back then. Like, she was saying crazy shit like that. So it's like, we go from that to all the way to now. It's like, it's not like we just started hearing music like this from women. But men always rap about guns, women, drugs, like killing each other, going to jail. Men always rap about that. And we don't say anything, but women start talking about how good their pussy is. All of a sudden, it's like, no, I don't want to listen to that, blah, blah, blah. I do. I want to listen. Like, because it be women out here who can really spit just as hard as some dudes, if not harder than some dudes. It's just men, a lot of men don't want to listen to that. Like, we could talk about how big our, what is all day, but as soon as they start talking about how good they, what it is, it's like, I don't want to hear that. Like,
I want to know what it's like.
Exactly. I need to hear you crack.
I feel like if they don't want their daughters listening to it, then to find a way to not have them listen to it. But eventually they're gonna listen to it.
Y'all
exactly.
It's the real world. It's the world.
You can't shelter your kids from that shit, bro.
Y'all okay with y'all sons? Y'all okay with y'all sons listening to NBA YoungBoy and artists like that, but y'all not okay with them listening to Meg Thee Stallion and Cardi B? Like, I mean, with your
like
daughter,
you said, bro, double standard, bro. That's a double standard.
If I have a son, he want to go to Meg Thee Stallion concert. We damn near both gonna be in that thing.
No, but I'm saying, that's why I meant to say daughters. Like, y'all let y'all sons listen to these artists that talk about killing each other and doing this to each other. Y'all don't say nothing. But y'all daughters want to listen to these women who talk about this, that, and third. No, you ain't supposed to be listening to that, blah, blah, blah. These bad examples. Like, where is the line drawn with the sensory?
I don't really know how to feel about it because I don't want to have a daughter. I don't. Because I'll kill a nigga in this.
You jinxing yourself, my boy. You jinxing yourself.
You jinxing yourself.
I don't want to have a daughter. I'm just being honest.
And you gonna be the one. He gonna be the one to have a daughter too.
Literally.
Like y'all know, me and my brother. We had a sister. Niggas would be mad just to come in. Niggas be afraid just to walk in the house. Because first of all, we're gonna do you worse than they did bad boys. We're gonna do you worse. First, I'm be like, who the hell this nigga have to do? Like, who are you? Like, I think it's all right, because you say so. It's coming. And then after me, you got my older brother. Then you got my pop. So, and then if you try to run, I'm gonna walk your ass. So, I don't even want to be in that situation because I know I'm be in jail. I'm be in jail. I'm be another black man in jail.
How did we get in this conversation? I thought we were talking about double standards, and this nigga started talking about kids. Talking about kids walking.
I can't answer that question.
How do we get in this conversation? This man DQ, man. I fuck with it though. I fuck with it. All right, bro. Let's move on, bro. To the biggest, we should have said this probably first. Some of the biggest news, bro. I done seen some crazy shit said about this. The Kamala Harris and the Joe Biden, they teaming up for the Democratic Party, bro, to go against Trump in the presidential race, man. And I done seen some real nut shit. Man, niggas saying they not voting because Kamala Harris done had this track record that she throwing hella black people in jail and all this shit. But you got Trump on the other end. So it's like the lesser of two evils. You got to choose the lesser of two evils, man. So how do y'all been feeling about this topic?
This literally happens every time it's almost time to vote. This is when black people really start saying I say around July or August of every election year is when all the black people be like, well, they both bad, so we might as well just not vote because it don't matter, blah, blah. We just thought the beginning of the year, and through all the protests, what was we just talking about?
Voting.
We need to vote. We need to do change, blah, blah, blah. Now it's getting closer and closer to election time. Well, they both bad, so ain't no point in voting, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, y'all literally was just on the whole opposite side of this like 2-3 months ago. But now nobody want to vote. I do agree that Kamala Harris, however you say her name, I don't agree with what she's done in the judicial system of sending as many black people to prison and jail as she has. But at the same time, not all of her points are terrible. It's not like she's just a completely bad candidate. But her flaws do outweigh her positives. But at the end of the day, it is a black woman for vice president. We've never had a black woman that high in any type of government in America. So I can't be mad at that at the same time. And it's a smart marketing move for Joe Biden to add her onto his ticket.
Oh, real smart.
That could definitely help him become president. So I don't know. I got mixed feelings on it, but I'm probably voting that side anyway.
DQ?
I'm the same.
Same way?
But
it's crazy because, Edgar, you really hit it on the head, bro. That's what I was thinking the whole time. How hypocritical we can be, bro, as black folks. When some shit go down, bro, we all this way. Like you said, everybody saying we voting, man. The LeBrons are on TV like damn near every day, other day saying, vote, we got to vote. If it ain't in the presidential, we got to vote for the mayor or whatever. And we're going against what the hell we've been preaching this whole time. When some shit like this happen, we saying, nah, I ain't going to vote. Like, bro, basically not voting is basically voting for Trump, my nigga. So,
literally.
Come on, my nigga. Do you want Trump to get in again?
Because this is what's going to happen. If most of us don't vote and Trump wins, everybody going to be mad because Trump won again. And then if we do vote and – actually, no, there is no other scenario. That's the only
scenario.
There's
no other scenario, my nigga. It's literally that.
Because everybody's like, well, if you vote for Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, like they could end up being worse than Trump, blah, blah, blah. So y'all rather do Trump again? That's what y'all saying? It's like
that's what they saying.
You're sticking with an evil that you know and not trying to go with the unknown. Like let's aim for the unknown. We know it could be bad, but let's aim for what we don't know as opposed to sticking to the bullshit that we've been getting fed this entire time.
Exactly. And this is the thing to me, bro. people really be capping about Trump. I don't think niggas hate Trump as much as they be leading on. Because a lot of people on Facebook that I was like, whoa. I was like, I'm not going to say no names, but I was like, man, y'all really showing y'all true colors for real, dog. I'm like, man. They was like, I'm not going to vote. And they was basically trying to get on Trump's side a little bit.
I ain't gonna lie, I see a lot of niggas with a Make America Great hats again. I see a lot of niggas. There's a lot of niggas.
I'm telling you, man, and it's like, it's not even funny. Because it's this real life at the end of the day. It's not even funny because this shit is real.
I just feel like everyone just need to go out and vote. You want to make a difference? Vote. Like, if you're a fella, you still can vote.
And I tell people all the time, like, when you're voting, take it seriously. Like, don't just vote for the president. You have to vote for
everyone.
You have to vote for mayors. You have to vote for governors. You have to vote for congressmen, congresswomen. Like, you have to vote all around to actually make a difference. You can't just vote for the president and don't vote for anything else and think everything's going to change. No, the president can't do what he or she wants to do if you make a change in all the circles around that. Like, if you're like in Florida, if we get the right governor, if we get the right mayor, if we get the right congressperson and all that, like, no matter what the president does, it won't affect us as bad as a state that only votes for the president when it really matters. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to vote all across.
We got to get DeSantis' ass up out of here, dog. This shit is ridiculous with DeSantis, bro. But this is another thing I wanted to ask y'all, too, about this topic. Because obviously a lot of people were saying the no voting thing, but also was some people that said, I might vote for the Green Party. And obviously the Green Party is going to get a couple of votes. But should that even be an option if you already know what it's going to come down to? You know it's going to come down to Trump or Biden. Should you even waste a vote voting for the Green Party when you know it's going to come down to these two?
Like, you know, you got the Republicans, you got Democrats, you got independents, and you got like other
then you got the Green Party as well.
Then you got the Green Party.
So it's four different. When I'm hearing a lot of people say, oh, I'm gonna vote for the Green Party. That's like, my nigga, I basically feel like wasting a vote to me because you know what it's going to come down to. Like, you know it's going to come down to Democrat and Republican. No disrespect to the independent or the Green, but it's
But at the same time, it's like the vote isn't going to Trump, even though it's not going to the side that we may want. It's not going to Trump, so I can't be too mad at that. Plus, I tell people all the time, no matter how I feel about it, vote for you who you personally feel you should vote for. Like, no matter what I say, no matter what anybody else say, vote for who you feel you should vote for. If you feel the person in the Green Party fits your ideal of how the country should be ran, vote for that person.
Don't be a follower.
Yeah, don't be a follower. Like, I tell people all the time, some people ask me who I'm voting for, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I mean, I'm voting for this person, but that's because this is how I think, this is what I feel this person do, blah, blah, blah. Like, don't go off of what I'm voting for or who I'm voting for. Like, that's on you to choose that.
Yeah. Man, life would have been a whole lot simpler if Bernie got in that hole, man. Bernie living large right now.
What Bernie to get in? So
yeah, that's living large.
Too old. Bernie too old. He's too old.
How old Biden? Biden old as hell too.
He's not Bernie old. Bernie
was about 80 though.
Bernie was walking with Martin Luther King at like 2 years old. Like, it's not for that. It's not something.
Bernie is old as hell, dog. Bernie is
older than our grandparents.
You say, damn, I get mad about Bernie so much, bro, because you already talked about this shit, man. Nigga was just promising way too much.
He was promising way too much. I'm like, bro, just keep it with the school stuff. If he kept it with the school stuff, I swear this man probably would have got into the primaries and he would have been the main person. If he just kept it with the school stuff, that would have been it. He would have had all of the young people voting for him, and that's all he would have needed to really push his campaign. But he started promising this. And Democratic people have a problem with promising a bunch of stuff and then not delivering on it. Don't give me promises. Give me actual solutions. And he was giving solutions with the academic stuff.
Mm-hmm. That's fascinating. Damn, Dame is pulling these hoes. Dame is not trying to – he's getting at the top of the key and still pulling, bro. That is crazy. Dame is crazy, bro. It was another question I was about to ask, but damn, I forgot. But all right, bro, let's move on to the Roy Jones Jr. versus the Mike Tyson fight. It got pushed back to, I think, November. It got pushed back to. It was supposed to come out, or not
September.
It was supposed to fight on September 12th.
Mm-hmm. September 12th.
But shit, let's stay on this topic and let's talk about this Mike Tyson biopic. Cause Damien Foxx looking like that shit better be lit, my nigga.
Yes, sir.
For that film. It's finna be lit.
I feel like all the roles Jamie Foxx played off of like biography on people, actual living people that have lived before, he kills it. Ray Charles killed it.
Ali, the role he played at Ali, killed it. Dream Girls, killed it.
The jail dude who's in jail with Michael B. Jordan.
Oh yeah.
Think about Mercy.
Yeah, Just Mercy. That movie was amazing. Man.
It's something about Michael B. Jordan, bro. I don't know.
I think it's probably the Black Panther. It's probably the Black Panther.
You don't like the MBJ?
I don't know, bro. I think I got turned off my Michael B, bro.
What?
When his name pops up on a movie, I just don't get excited. It's just like
I get excited.
I don't, bro.
I mean, he has good movies. I wouldn't say every movie is good, but he has a couple.
He's very solid. I will say that. He's very solid.
But people put him in an echelon where I think it's not solid. People put him in an echelon like a...
He's tier 2.
Here.
He's tier 2.
He can get there.
The two black actors right now, to me, black male actors that are tier 1 are Daniel Kaluuya, however you say his last name, and Lakeith Stanfield. Of this new generation of black male actors, they are tier 1. MBJ is tier 2.
Because that Black Panther is about to come out. Amazing.
And somebody was saying that Daniel Kaluuya is like the Denzel of this generation. And
that's why I said he like Denzel and Lakeith Stanfield low-key like Will Smith.
I can't disagree.
I ain't gonna lie.
I can't disagree. Oh, Lakeith has way more range than old boy than Will. Lakeith got more range though.
I'm just saying. I'm still giving Will the nod just because he the OG. His career has been longer so far. Lakeith can pass that, but I ain't gonna give him the pass yet. He got a little. You got to pass it to him. Yeah, he got to put in the work. So
hey, but that new film coming out with Daniel Kaluuya and our old girl from The Deuce and who else was in there? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Fred Hampton, the Fred Hampton movie.
Oh yeah. That's what we were talking about. The Black Panther movie. Yeah.
Oh, I thought y'all were talking about the actual Black Panther movie.
Like, no.
The first time
that's why I was confused because you kept saying Black Panther, and I was like, oh, he's talking about the superhero.
I wasn't.
He was talking about it at first.
Jordan, yeah, but then
okay, yeah. So how do y'all feel about that? That trailer looked crazy. That movie gonna be good too.
Oscar-worthy movie. Oscar-worthy.
Who else was in there? It was Kaluuya and
Lakeith.
Lakeith was in that too? Oh, he was he was on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna lie. I also like the Candyman remake.
Oh my
god.
Candyman.
When that come out, bro? Let me look at that. Come on.
It was supposed to come out this year. It was a lot of movies that was supposed to come out this year that didn't come out.
The movies open up on the 20th.
Yeah. Hey, shout out to AMC. I'm an avid moviegoer. Anybody that's close to me and knows me know I love going to the movies. Like, I love going to the movies. Like, even before we had work there, I'm a movie person. I can go by myself. I can go with people. Like, the movies is like my escape. So the fact that the movies are open.
Unfriended.
Oh, yeah, Unfriended. One of the craziest.
Titan was running through the thing.
One of the scariest movies of my life.
Great. I seen it like.
Woo! Candyman come out October 16th, 2020.
Oh, I'm there.
Oh, yeah.
October 16th. Also, this shit about to open back up for real because they releasing this shit.
And shout out to AMC, but I'm gonna need that
I'm gonna need that car.
I'm gonna need that what you call it? That what movie? A Quiet Place 2. We definitely gonna need that.
That's what I need to look up, my nigga.
Watch the first one.
I didn't even see the first one.
You need to watch the first one, my guy. First one was legendary. I still
gotta watch the first
one. I couldn't. It was so quiet.
I really want
to. Nigga, that shit come out next year, April 23rd.
Yeah, they pushed it back. It was supposed to come out this year in April.
I want to see the new guy.
It was supposed to come out September 26th, look like.
It was supposed to come out in April, then they pushed it to September, and now they pushing it from September all the way back to next April.
That's too much. But y'all see that one movie come out? I seen the trailer. It come out in August. Mutants.
Oh, Mutants actually coming out?
New Mutants. Is that the title of the movie? I think it is.
If it is, that's crazy because they definitely shut that movie down. That movie was supposed to come out.
Yeah, it's coming back though. It's coming back because the trailer came out a minute ago.
That movie was supposed to come out like 3 years ago and it never came out.
They also bringing back the Blade series too.
I don't know if I want to.
But I don't know. They should have that dude playing it though. They need to bring back Wesley.
They can make it a series. Don't make a movie though. Please don't make.
They need to bring back Wesley. If they're gonna make a movie, bring back Wesley. Because the other dude,
Wesley too old.
Yeah, I agree. Are you talking about Blade?
Yes, Wesley.
I agree. I wholeheartedly agree. I said the same thing when they gave it to Marshall Ali. I said I want Blade to be Wesley. If it's not Wesley, don't bring it back at all.
If it's a movie,
just let him get his taxes together.
If it's a movie, it could be Wesley. If it's a movie, it could be Wesley. If they turn it into a Marvel TV series, don't let it be Wesley.
I think it's a movie. I think it's a movie though.
I'm just saying, like, if that were to happen.
They basically doing it how they finna do the Hellboy. How they did the Hellboy.
I never was a Hellboy fan. Anyway.
I wasn't. I liked the first one, but after the first one, I kind of fell off from Hellboy.
The Golden Army was pretty good.
Hellboy was
the new one was.
Hellboy wasn't trash. It was just.
It was dry.
It was dry, but it wasn't trash though. It was weird. I kind of fucked with it. I kind of didn't. It was solid though.
It's depending on how you feel in that day.
Yeah, it really does. Cause one day I like the second one, and then another day, bro. Y'all want to know one movie, bro? It's crazy how we get on these movie topics, but the Ghost Rider films, bro.
Oh yeah.
I was a big fan of Ghost Rider as a kid. I watched that movie a couple of months ago. That movie is complete garbage.
Oh yeah, that was one of the most low budget action movies I ever seen. Like, and they had no excuse to be that low budget.
The first one or
the first one?
The second one was trash. The first one was solid, but even with that movie,
I like the third one though. The third one I like.
It was the third one.
It was the third one. I promise.
I watched the second one had Idris Elba in there.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh yeah.
The second one had Idris Elba. I remember the second one, but the first one I just rewatched the first one, bro, and that shit was trash.
No, the first one wasn't trash. It's alright. The quality of the movie was trash, but the actual
it was that was the thing. The quality of the movie, because you look back and I'm like, I got adult eyes, and I was like, I'm catching a lot of shit. Like,
the cameras was different back then. That movie.
It wasn't that long ago.
Shit, we was in elementary school when that movie.
We was in elementary school, bro.
I know, but
we got HD cameras. We had with big ass fat booty.
That's what I'm saying, bro. We couldn't see all the shit that was going on back then.
I don't know.
We couldn't see all the shit that was going on. I had watched it. I said, damn, like, what the fuck? Like, the costumes just didn't feel the same. Niggas wasn't as scary. I was like, this shit trash for real, man. Yeah. Y'all have anything else for entertainment? And yeah, New Mutants releases in 2 weeks. That's what I was talking about. It's New Mutants.
I ain't gonna lie, I can't wait for the new Godzilla to come out. I love Godzilla. I love it.
I never could get into the Godzilla, bro.
I love it.
I was a King Kong nigga. Never Godzilla.
He fighting Kong, so
that's the.
He fighting Kong?
Yeah, he fighting Kong.
It is a giant lizard that can shoot fire and lasers versus a gorilla, and they're gonna make this like an hour and a half, 2 hour movie. Like, I need to understand.
First of all, did y'all even like King Kong though? King Kong was.
Which one?
The first
one with Jack Black. That one was fire.
I thought that one was too long.
Jack Black. That's what I remember. I remember that shit being. But Samuel L. Jackson in one of them.
Oh,
that was
talking about Skull Island.
Oh yeah, the Skull Island.
It's Bot Kong.
I ain't watched that one. I heard it was
You
straight.
watched Skull Island?
Nah.
Oh, it's a good movie. Like I'll say it's a lot of killing. There's a lot of killing.
Oh, I believe it. It's King Kong. Gotta be.
It's a lot of killing.
King Kong. But do y'all like that storyline? And I was listening to one podcast, bro, and they was talking about the Titanic storyline, bro. That shit had me rolling. How the storyline is just so trash. It's really so
trash. It's very trash.
Bro, but it's
very overhyped.
Titanic is the most boring movie ever made.
It's one of the most overhyped movies of all time. Like,
Into the Woods is more better than
I didn't even watch Into the Woods.
It was a whole musical. I went on
Into the Woods.
First day.
It was a musical?
It was a Disney musical. Don't worry about it.
Sang in the whole movie.
Don't worry about it.
Talk about musicals, bro. Have y'all ever seen the Sweeney Todd musical with Johnny Depp?
No.
Sweeney Todd? No. He was the razor. He was a barber cutting necks.
Nope.
Sweeney Todd. Hey, that's Sweeney. Now that musical was fire, my nigga. I ain't gonna cap to you. That musical was fire. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Q Hicks. We forgot to do the Pass the Ox segment during the regular pod, but this is post-production. And the Pass the Ox for this week, I have Grass is Greener by Marcus Houston, and Eggert has Laugh Now, Cry Later by Drake for this week. So definitely go check those songs out. All right, Eggert, bro. Go ahead and finish the pod out with this social media.
You can follow us on Twitter at QE Podcast 1. You can follow us on Instagram at Q_and_E_podcast. You can follow and like our Facebook page, Q&E Podcast. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Karis LeVert is eating.
Oh, my God. Don't forget.
Wait. But they're losing.
Oh, damn. Gary Trent just hit a 3.
Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Q&E Podcast. Click the notification bell and hit the all button after you subscribe so that way you get all our notifications whenever we drop. Our email, QANDEpodcast@gmail.com for any questions, concerns, business inquiries, or fan mail. We'll get back to you as soon as we can. You can follow Quincy on Twitter at Q_Hicks3. You can follow me on Twitter at EdgarMartin97. And my IG is Edgar Martin Official. Quincy, I forgot your IG.
Q Hicks Productions. That's my new IG.
And DQ, you can give yours again.
On Go DQ. On Go DQ.
And what is Easy's?
Say less ease.
Say less easy. Okay. Follow or subscribe to our podcast platforms. We're on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, and we're also on iHeartRadio. And I think that's it. You already finished everything. Oh, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Just type in Quincy Hicks into the YouTube channel and subscribe, man. I'm the first name that pops up right now. So I'm happy about that, man.
Yes, sir.
16 subscribers deep, man. Go ahead and subscribe, man. Appreciate y'all. And we out. Peace.